Have you ever stopped to think about how tough it really is to understand someone completely? Every day, we meet people who seem cheerful, friendly, and nearly perfect. But are those smiles real? In a world where appearances often take priority, many people wear masks to hide their true selves. But here's some good news. You don't have to be a trained psychologist to tell who is genuine and who is pretending. There are three simple yet powerful signs that can reveal a person's true nature. I'm not talking about complicated ideas, just everyday actions that most people overlook. Imagine being able to see the truth behind polite words and forced smiles. To truly understand someone just by paying close attention. Mastering this skill won't just help you figure out others better, it will also help you make smarter choices about who you allow into your life. In this video, we'll explore these three key signs. Once you learn them, you'll never see people the same way again. You might even learn something surprising about yourself. Get ready, because what you're about to discover could change the way you connect with the world forever. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe to the Mindful Sphere channel so you won't miss out on upcoming videos about personal and spiritual growth. Content that can shift your perspective, expand your understanding, and challenge the way you think. Now, if you're ready, let's dive in. 1. How someone treats those who can't do anything for them. The first sign is how a person treats others who have nothing to offer them in return. Think about it. How someone behaves toward a waiter, a cashier, or a stranger in need can tell you a lot about who they really are. A kind and sincere person will treat everyone with respect, no matter their social status. But someone who is rude or dismissive toward those who can't benefit them often has hidden insecurities or a need to feel superior. Even a small "thank you" or a simple smile can show a person's true character. Being kind doesn't mean you have to do something heroic. It just means making a choice to be decent. According to social psychology, how people act toward those who seem unimportant is often the clearest reflection of their true nature. To test this, watch how someone interacts with people like receptionists, drivers, or service workers. Are they polite and respectful? Or do they seem impatient and dismissive? These little moments say a lot about a person's level of empathy. Experts agree that being polite isn't just a natural trait. It's a habit that people choose to develop. A truly kind person will always show gratitude and respect, regardless of who they're speaking to. On the other hand, treating others badly, especially those at a disadvantage, often signals insecurity. In psychology, this behavior is seen as a way to cover up feelings of inferiority. This can be a big red flag in both friendships and professional relationships. To pick up on these clues, start paying attention to daily interactions. Instead of focusing only on what someone says, watch how they react to small inconveniences. For example, if they get angry at a server over a minor mistake, it could be a sign that they struggle to control their emotions. But if they handle the situation calmly and with understanding, that shows emotional maturity. To sharpen your judgment, ask yourself questions like, do they treat those who serve them with respect? Do they show gratitude even for small things? Do they make others feel comfortable or only care about their own needs? These small details can reveal a person's hidden qualities. And while you observe others, don't forget to reflect on your own behavior. How do you treat those who have nothing to offer you? Do you ignore them or treat them with kindness? Paying attention to your own actions not only helps you grow, but also gives you a better understanding of the people around you. At the end of the day, how someone treats those who can't return the favor is one of the strongest indicators of their true character. If you really want to understand someone, watch how they behave in these small but meaningful moments. They often speak louder than words. And remember, kindness and respect always reveal who we truly are. 2. The importance of keeping promises. The second key sign is how a person follows through on their commitments. Keeping a promise isn't just about being polite. It's a direct reflection of integrity and respect for others. From a psychological perspective, breaking promises damages trust. When someone keeps their word, they send a clear message. You matter, and I respect my commitments. On the other hand, broken promises can lead to disappointment, weaken relationships, and hurt a person's reputation. A reliable person is consistent. Psychologists like Albert Bandura, who studied social learning, explain that our actions shape how people see us, and even how we see ourselves. Someone who follows through on their promises, even when it's difficult, proves their loyalty, not just to others, but to themselves. It's not about how big the promise is, it's about whether they mean what they say. Even small commitments, like showing up on time or keeping a casual appointment, can reveal a lot about a person's reliability. If you want to test this, pay attention to how people behave in everyday situations. Do they arrive on time? Do they meet deadlines? Do they keep their word? Or do they make excuses? The true test of character happens when things get tough. Someone who finds a way to keep a promise despite obstacles likely has strong values. But those who break promises at the first challenge might not be dependable. Ask yourself, do they try to find solutions, or do they give up easily? This can help you judge their reliability. And when a promise is broken, how they handle it matters just as much as the promise itself. Experts like Brené Brown suggest that admitting mistakes and offering a real explanation shows emotional maturity. But if someone makes excuses or ignores the issue, they may not respect their commitments or the people they made them to. To spot this, watch how much care they put into keeping their word. Also, beware of people who overpromise. Making unrealistic commitments can mean they don't respect their own limits or take promises seriously. A trustworthy person only makes promises they know they can keep, and they follow through. As you observe others, don't forget to check yourself as well. Keeping your own promises not only strengthens your relationships, but also boosts your self-confidence. Ask yourself, do I stick to the promises I make to myself? For example, do you stay committed to new habits or personal goals? Being consistent with your own commitments is the first step toward building strong character and earning others' trust. 3. How a person reacts when no one is watching. A true test of character isn't just how someone behaves in front of others, it's what they do when no one is watching. Many people act kindly or respectfully when they know they are being observed. But their real nature is revealed in private moments, when there's no pressure to impress anyone. For example, how do they treat their family behind closed doors? Do they still show kindness when there's no social reward? Do they follow rules, even when they could get away with breaking them? In psychology, this is linked to moral integrity, the ability to do the right thing simply because it's right, not because of external validation. To test this in someone, pay attention to small moments. Do they clean up after themselves when no one is looking? Do they respect other people's time, property, and feelings, even when it won't benefit them? Are they consistent in their values, or do they change depending on who's watching? Someone who only acts decent when others are around may not be as trustworthy as they appear. But a person who shows kindness, respect, and responsibility, even in private, is someone you can truly rely on. Ultimately, true character is revealed in the quiet moments, the ones that go unnoticed by the world. At the end of the day, keeping promises isn't about being perfect. It's about being dependable. Watching how a person handles their commitments, from the smallest gestures to big decisions, can tell you a lot about their character. And remember, Honoring your word not only builds trust, but also helps you grow into the best version of yourself. We hope this video gave you valuable insights. Don't forget to subscribe to the Mindful Sphere channel so you won't miss more content on wisdom and self-growth. If you found this helpful, share it with others so they can benefit too. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you in the next video.